It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
And be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Warren will try the right side. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
65.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
At the Ravens 45-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the 2 sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why wouldn't they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Jackson, option right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action. Now Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson going to look to run with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. A handoff for Warren. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, it's Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Garoppolo. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Steelers have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between...
Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Montravius Adams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on.
and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now Jackson on second down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Jackson now.
He had him there open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now it's Jackson. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Likely makes the play in a couple of big games, highlighted his rookie season in 2022. He looks like a future starter at tight end and can easily see his workload grow considerably in year 2.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A slant route caught by Bateman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. But George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Man, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They toss it to Warren. Found a little room there as he's he's up to about the 37. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run it, Warren, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got this to Pickens. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a lock.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by... And he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2nd and 11 now. The option to give to Williams here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Huntley. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And some space here. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. That'll throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Huntley to throw. That one complete to Crochet. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They come up now on 2nd and 2. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's 1st down. Huntley looks to throw. On target to his man, Likely. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning in the point of attack.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They run it again with Williams.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something when you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house with the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal. Every yard counts. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively? One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offense. And look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's going to be their defense.